Hi, I'm Sally and this is my tutorial for my pig charm. For him you will need 62 pink bands, 4 brown bands and 2 black bands for his eyes. So let's get started. So take 2 pink bands and place them just loosely over the centre middle peg, and taking double bands again, we're going across from the centre to the side and then the same the other side, and then we're going to go down 4 times on each side. So double bands again, three, 4, and then the same on the other side. So 1. We're using a sort of medium-y colour pink, so it's not bright but it's not like a baby pink either, which is quite a nice pink colour I think. And then we're going to go down in the centre, down to this pin here. This is quite an easy design to do. And then we're going to go diagonally from this pin to this pin, and then the same the other side. It's based on my little boy and little girl design, which was originally Little Miss Tiny. So if you'd like a tutorial for Little Miss Tiny, then let me know. I'm just going down 2 times on here, like this, and then the same on the other side again, and these are his legs. So this is basically his body. We're going to cap his feet off now using a single brown band, so it will look like his trotter, and we're just going to wrap that around this pin 3 times, and the same on the other one. 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to make his front legs or his arms. So we're going to take double bands, we're going to go down the loom twice like this, and then again we're going to cap it off with a brown band 3 times. Same on the other side. And cap it. You could always use black or another colour, or just do them as pink if you wanted to. So there's his arms, and we're going to loop them up. So taking your hook and going inside the brown band, taking the 2 pink bands and hooking them up. Same again, and then same on the other one. Just got caught up. There we go. So they look like this, and then we're going to remove them and we're going to put them on the 3rd pin down here. So just stretch out the bands that are on your hook and place them over that 3rd pin. Same the other side, like so, and just give them a little tug to straighten them out. Okay, next we're going to make his ears. So double bands again, and we're going to place them over 2 end pins here, and then taking a single pink band, I'm going to wrap it around like we just did for the trotters, the end of each one, and loop it up, pushing that cat band out the way. Like this, and then we're going to take them off. We're going to place them on the first side pin on each side. Just try and centre the cat band a little. So there we have the ears, and they're just here. Next we're going to make his eyes, so taking 2 black bands, going to wrap them individually around your hook, like so, and then taking a single pink band, place it over the end of your hook, hold it with your finger and slide it down. Like this, and we're placing these across the second pin on each side. So the pin above where you've just placed your arms, your front legs, whatever you like to call them, and separate the eyes out, like so. And then taking our hook, we're going to put that down the middle of these 2 bands here, and lift the top half over that pin there, so it looks like this. And now we're going to make his snout. For this you'll need 3 pink bands. Going to take 1 and wrap it around your hook, like so, and then taking 2 single bands, place them over the end of your hook, and slide this wrap band over the 2 bands, and then place it back on your hook. Now this bit can be a bit complicated. At the moment it looks exactly the same as one of the ears. So if you remove it from your hook, so you have it like this, so it sort of looks like a bow, and then you want to take the 2 loops and separate them. So you're holding 1 from each side like this. So you've got 1 band that's wrapped this way and 1 band that goes through the other way, and pull it and hold it over your fingers, and then you'll find it'll look a little bit like a little piggy snout. And this isn't my way of doing this. I think I saw this on a tutorial by Tutorials by A for her pig charm, but I think it's probably the best way to do a snout. I have done it a different way, but it looks a bit weird, and I'll show you that in just a second once we place this on. So you're placing this in the centre between the third and fourth pin. Sorry, it's upside down. So it's between the arms, all the front legs. Whoops. Oh dear. Just going to do that again because the band pulled through. So if you need to catch up, it's a good time to catch up. So 2 bands either side, pull it out, taking your loom and putting your snout over. Okay, so it's here between the 2 arms. The other way I did the snout, though I think it looks a bit strange, because with the way we're doing it, it will look like this, which is a nice little round piggy nose. The way I've originally done it was like this, which is also with brighter pink bands, so if you want to do bright pink bands, it looks a bit like this. but I think if you turn it sideways it looks a little odd, and that's with a wrap band and then a band doubled on itself through and then a single band through that. If you do prefer it that way, that's how I did it, but I'm going to do the more conventional piggy snout for this time. So once you've caught up and you're at this stage, ready to put on the cap bands and horizontal bands, so we're going to place a cap band on this pin here, which is at the bottom of his body. So taking a single band, I'm going to wrap it around this pin 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to place triangle band on, and this will just help to hold him all together. So we'll place it across these 3 pins in a triangle shape, and then the same on the ones above. And if you push down the front legs, I'm going to place one across there, so it goes in front of the nose and crosses over across there. And then you won't need one here because the eye band will act as a triangle band, and then you won't need one at the top either. So once you're at this stage, we're ready to loop. So taking your hook, you go inside the brown cap band on the foot and loop up, and then loop up the one above. Same on the other side, push the cap band back, take both bands and loop them up. So you have like this, and you have little teardrop shapes as well. And then we're going to do the bands on this pin here. So again, pushing the cap band back with the back of your hook, taking the top 2 bands and pulling them out around the pin and back onto the one where they came from, and you should get that little teardrop shape like that. If you haven't got this teardrop shape, then place it onto another pin until you do get that shape, and once you get that shape you'll know it's on the right pin. Take the next 2 bands. If you find it easier to do them singly, then do it that way. There's no point in making it more difficult than it has to be. So you should get this sort of fan shape there. And now we're going to loop all the way up to the top of his head. And when you get to the arm, just push the arm back as if it were a cap band. You're going inside the horizontal bands, you're not looping those bands, you're just pushing those out the way and looping up. The same with the ear, push the ear out the way and just the bottom 2 bands. So you should only be looping 2 bands at a time. And that is one side looped. And now I'm going to do the centre. And you're just ignoring the snout and the bands that's on, so you're just pushing those out the way and only loop the 2 bottom bands. And don't worry about the snout. You haven't covered it up. You will be able to see it. I've just pushed it through to the other side, and I'm going to do this side. It would be lovely to see your piggy pictures of your finished charms. And I am on Instagram. If you'd like to find me and follow me, I'm at Sally's Looming. It would be great to see what you come up with and how they turn out. And once you're at this stage, with it all looped up, you're going to tie these 2 bands. So you're going to take your hook, go right down this middle pin here, push all these bands back, find those 2 bands at the bottom, pull them round and place them on your hook like so. And then you're going to take the top bands and pull the other ones through, tug it a little bit and place a slip knot, and that is him all tied together. So now we're going to take him off of the loom, whichever way you find easiest. you just want to rip him off of it, then that's your decision. A little bit more careful, almost using the method, you can take it pin by pin. Less likely of, smaller chance of the bands breaking. And there we go. So here's your pig. Make sure the bands at the top are tight. Give him a little tug. Make sure his feet are in the middle. Push his snout out if you need to. Just give it a little tug and it'll stick out. His ears and his eyes, and there you have it. There's your little pig charm. So if you've enjoyed making your little pig, if you could click like, leave comments, let me know what you think of the charm, if there's anything else you'd like me to make, if there's any way that I can improve or change the tutorial to make it easier to follow, or if it's perfect as it is. If I'm too fast or too slow, just let me know. As I said, I am on Instagram @Sally'sLooming, so please tag me in your pictures. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.